There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight, we put a bow on Week 15 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Green Bay Packers. Here's the former Utah Ute Matt Gay to get this one started. And off we go to wrap up a busy weekend of football. And here comes a return from a few steps. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field, see if they can slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And this Green Bay defense making that play look a lot like the previous one. Both tackles behind the line of scrimmage.
You can bet they're not going to go away from the running game anytime soon, but this is obviously not a good start. 2 carries, 2 runs, both stopped for a loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's quickly to Atwell on the slant. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. 2-2 Atwell. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Rams have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, this defense for the Rams, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs from 17 yards out. And the Packers are an extra point away from drawing level. On is Mason Crosby for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And really, it's worth talking a little more about the stakes of this game. Currently, these are the top two seeds in the NFC. I think they're the two best teams. Would you agree?
I think you can definitely make the case that they are, and I like where you're going with that. I do know that we've seen a couple of other teams along the way that would say, hey, don't forget about us. But your premise, I think, could be spot on. These could easily be the top two teams in the NFC.
From the 40 now on second down. Stafford, he's going to let this go deep for Jackson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, L.A. Matthew Stafford, 2 touchdown passes in this first quarter. And the Rams have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And you figure this should be a healthy, a rested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top 4.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
Rodgers' throw finds its target, Dobbs. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Eluding the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. The Packers at 11-2 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. Rodgers again now. Completes it again to Dobbs. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. Under a minute to go, clock running, and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And eventually he's taken down here. Great coverage downfield, resulting in the sack. From midfield, here's Rodgers. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your First drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. And that's going to be that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Throwing is Rodgers. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown, Packers. Romeo Doubs with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Bless on Austin.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they certainly knew their challenge as this series began, and they got to stop on play number 1. Goal now, get 2 more stops and limit the damage to a field goal.
Come on, QB, come on. Watch the twist. Watch the twist.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Well, I would guess that combined, if you spoke to both defenses, neither side has a lot to celebrate today. They haven't had a lot of stops, but that one right there, that's a big one because they stole points away with that play. And just as importantly, picked up a key stop on an offense that's been really impressive here in the early going.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Six yards left on second down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. To throw on second and 6. Stafford. Connects here with the tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. And he'll just get rid of it.
No grounding call there. He had a receiver near the right sideline. It was pretty clear there. He just needed to get rid of that one.
And he did have a receiver in the area, but initially my view was obstructed, and I thought that was going to be grounding, but clearly the correct call made, and that is no call.
Is that why you threw your play sheet down? Is that why you did it? Was that the flag?
You can't be giving me up. I got a lot of issues up here in the booth. To throw on second and 10. Stafford. That's caught. It's Tutu Atwell. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
They hit that crossing route really well. Excellent timing, puts it right on him, and he keeps running.
Yeah, turned it upfield for good yardage. A give up the middle to Akers. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's first and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
They'll run here with Raymond Calais. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. He's brought down after a pickup of 5, but he needed 8. 4th down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we... Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Gotta say, Charles, a little surprising to have a kick this short blocked. Usually that happens on the longer ones, but great job by the special teams to kind of sift through there and get a hand on it.
Yeah, you've seen a lot of football over time, partner, and you're right about it. Typically, the longer field goals start lower because they have so much more ground to cover to get to the post. And that's when you get a hand on it. These short ones, you're able to pop it up in the air pretty quickly. Normally, you get height. In this case, extra effort to block that one.
17. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. This offense ready for the first drive of the 3rd quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half, because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Stafford. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, when you start thinking of guys that are in the mix for Defensive Player of the Year, I think you use him as Exhibit A. Maybe he's not the leading guy right now, but he's at least on the periphery and deserves to be in the discussion.
And because of that, He's looking at a game today where in order to make that big move and maybe become the guy, he needs multiple takeaways, multiple big plays, things that get our attention and reverberate for weeks to come.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. On play action, now Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Open man left side. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, Dillon. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Rodgers going to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
The kick by Crosby is good, and they take a 17-14 lead. Whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this 2nd half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive, maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
We're off to the fourth quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
We got three, fellas, we got three.
Now it's Stafford. Open man is Atwell, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. They'll run here with Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The Rams on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. From the 50, it's Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. On first down, Stafford here. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
On the ground, it's Calais. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run this with Akers. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. They'd love to get a little closer if they need to kick the field goal on 4th down. From this spot, it's 46 yards. On 3rd down, here's a run by Akers. And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker, 4th down. They'll run for it with Akers. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. So the failure to convert no doubt really hurts, but this one's not over. A good chunk of time on the clock and the timeouts.
Yeah, not only do they have the timeouts, as you just noted, they're going to get an extra one with the 2-minute warning. And that's going to help them big way. So in a sense, they have 4 timeouts in their pocket. The big thing, stopping the